Have you ever wondered how deep the rabbit hole of unsolved mysteries goes? Today we delve into the chilling case of the Long Island serial killer. This eerie tale begins to unfold in the winter of 2010. The tranquility of a seaside hamlet on Long Island was shattered when a local stumbled upon the remains of a woman, her life brutally ended, her body discarded like litter along the serene Gilgo beach. Little did anyone know this grim discovery was just the tip of a sinister iceberg that would plunge the region into a nightmare. Soon the media would be abuzz with a name that sent shivers down the spines of the local community and beyond. The Long Island serial killer, also known as the Gilgo Beach Killer or the Craigslist Ripper. An unknown predator lurking in the shadows, preying on the vulnerable and leaving a trail of horror in his wake. As the investigation unfolded, the authorities unearthed a horrifying pattern. In the following year, the skeletal remains of 10 more victims were discovered in the same vicinity. All shared chillingly similar characteristics: young women, most of them sex workers, who advertised their services on Craigslist. Their disappearances spanned over a decade, from the late 90s to the early years of the 21st century. Each discovery was a grim testament to the killer's cold-blooded efficiency and chilling persistence. The victims were methodically disposed of, their bodies wrapped in burlap sacks, a haunting signature of a remorseless killer. The enormity of the case, the sheer number of victims, the similar traits they shared, and the length of time over which they disappeared, all pointed to a chilling reality. A serial killer had been operating under the radar for over a decade, leaving a trail of victims and a community paralyzed with fear. The Long Island serial killer case has since become one of the most puzzling and terrifying unsolved mysteries in American history. Yet, despite the efforts of law enforcement and the relentless pursuit of truth by amateur sleuths, the identity of the killer remains a haunting mystery. As the first body was discovered, no one could anticipate the dark secrets that lay buried on the shores of Long Island. In the quiet beach community, an unseen predator was on the prowling, an individual whose modus operandi would send chills down the spine of even the most hardened true crime enthusiasts. This predator, later known as the Long Island serial killer, operated with a chilling efficiency and precision that was as impressive as it was horrifying. The victims were mostly linked to the sex work industry, many of whom were known to utilize online platforms like Craigslist to connect with clients. This digital connection, a seemingly safe and anonymous way to conduct their business, tragically became a trap. The killer, exploiting the vulnerability of these individuals, lured them into his sinister web, leaving a trail of sorrow and fear that persists to this day. Now, what sets this predator apart is his apparent knowledge of police investigative techniques. The bodies were disposed of meticulously, almost clinically, with an eerie understanding of how to evade detection. This led to an unsettling theory. Could the killer be connected to law enforcement? Could he be one of those entrusted with the community's safety, using his knowledge to perpetrate these heinous acts? Over time, numerous theories have emerged about the killer's identity. Some believe he is a highly intelligent, organized individual with a background in law enforcement or forensics. Others suggest he may be a professional in a high-stress job, such as a lawyer or a doctor, who kills as a twisted form of stress relief. There are those who even theorize that the killer could be a group of individuals working together. Yet, despite all these theories, the identity of the Long Island serial killer remains shrouded in mystery. With every piece of evidence, every potential lead, the true identity of the killer seems to slip further into the shadows. The predator remains unseen, and the community, while forever changed, continues to search for justice. With every clue, the identity of the killer seemed to slip further into the shadows, leaving us with more questions than answers. Years have passed, but the shadows of the Long Island serial killer still linger. Each turn reveals another twist, another dead end, and countless questions that remain unanswered. The chilling truth is this: the investigation was never going to be straightforward. The killer was meticulous, leaving behind no fingerprints, no DNA, no clear-cut clues. This level of calculated precision complicated the investigation, leaving the police chasing shadows in their quest for justice. Beyond this, the limitations of forensic technology at the time of the murders further hampered the investigation. Despite the significant advancements in forensic science, the ability to derive meaningful insights from the scant evidence left behind by the killer remains a daunting task. But the shadows cast by the Long Island serial killer extend far beyond the confines of the investigation. They've touched the lives of the victims' families, who have endured an agonizing wait for answers. The pain of not knowing, the torment of unanswered questions, and the unending yearning for closure have left indelible marks on these families. This case is not just about the pursuit of justice, but also about healing the wounds of those left in the wake of this horrifying series of crimes. The community too has been affected, forever changed by the dark specter of the Long Island serial killer. Once a place of tranquility and safety, Long Island has been forced to confront a horrifying reality, casting a long dark shadow over its picturesque landscapes. In the face of such a chilling mystery, one can't help but wonder, will justice ever be served for the victims of the Long Island serial killer? The search for answers continues as the shadows of this haunting case continue to loom large. The ripples of these unsolved mysteries extend far beyond the crime scenes. The Long Island serial killer has become a chilling cultural icon, feeding the public's morbid fascination and inspiring countless narratives in the world of entertainment. From silver screen thrillers to spine-tingling novels, the mystery surrounding this unseen predator has provided fertile ground for storytellers. It's not just about the grisly details of the crimes, but the haunting question that remains unanswered. Who is the killer? Popular television shows like The Killing Season and books like Lost Girls and Unsolved American Mystery have drawn heavily from this case, using the real-life horror to weave tales that keep audiences on the edge of their seats. This enduring fascination speaks volumes about our collective curiosity and perhaps our need to make sense of the senseless. As we continue to search for answers, the Long Island serial killer remains a haunting reminder of the mysteries that lurk in the shadows of our society. Thanks for watching. We'd love to hear your theories and thoughts and appreciate you supporting the channel, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time.